Good morning. My name is Kathleen Carpenter, and my pronouns are she, her. Challenged by our liberating faith, we discover deeper spiritual meaning, nurture loving community, cultivate courageous connections, and partner in the work of justice. Welcome to all of you. Whether you're on live stream or you're here in this room, we are so glad you are here. We're pleased to have guests with us as well, participating virtually and with us here. Following the service, you are invited to come over to Freeman Hall across the vestibule for coffee and conversation. Actually, that's only the visitors who are here in person. You can't do it if you're virtual. If you're new here and you want to learn more about the congregation, I encourage you to reach out to our Director of Member Relations, Kelly Green. Her email is on the screen. We have large print orders of service, personal hearing assistant devices, and an elevator available. There is also a hearing loop in the Bernstein room, which is our alternate worship space. It's downstairs. If you or your family are feeling a need to move around a little more and maybe be a little more active, you are encouraged to go down to the Bernstein room. It is a great place, very casual. Additionally, we have coloring pages and fidgets for all ages out in the vestibule, if that's useful to your children or to you. Nursery care is also available for children under the age of 6. Now we have a few announcements. This week is our denomination, the Unitarian Universalist Association. It is the week of our General Assembly. Join us for the live-streamed Where lecture, which is a lecture that is, we have someone come in who is very well known, and you guys will really want to hear it. We are going to live stream the Where lecture next Saturday, June 20th, here at the church at 8 o'clock in the Bernstein room downstairs. So I strongly encourage you, if you can't come and be with community to watch it at home. Next Sunday, June 21st, we will gather for a live-streamed 10:30 a.m. community sing, and followed by worship at 11 o'clock in Freeman Hall. We will not be holding our regular 10 a.m. service, so don't come at 10 a.m., come at 10:30. On Sunday, that same Sunday, the 21st, on that afternoon, you're invited to join our group, Films for Justice, for the screening of the film Descendants. The screening will begin at 12:30, again, down in the Bernstein room. Everyone is welcome. You can stop by the Justice Ministry table, which is in Freeman Hall, after the service, or you can contact Althea Clark for more information. You can find more information about the events I just talked about and more in your order of service or in our weekly e-newsletter, Currents. Again, a very warm welcome to all of you, whether you're here in person or joining us via live stream. Whether today is your first time to join us or your 1000th time, we are stronger because everyone is here together. We are one people of many beliefs, origins, identities, and genders. We are all growing, all learning, all loved. It is great to be together.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome to this time of sacred turning, this time in which we gather to honor all the seasons in our lives, where we bear witness to this transformation that is alive within each and all of us. I'm Reverend Amanda, and what a joy it is to be together again. This morning, we continue our exploration of June's monthly theme, Full Circle, with a celebration of the summer solstice. And yes, summer is here, with its triple-digit temperatures and perhaps utility bills to match it, with its long days and sultry nights, with air so thick it feels like you could just hold it. Yes, summer is here. And so we reflect on the space between, on the growth and the life that these seasons have brought us, and on the people that we are becoming in the midst of it all. So come, let us worship together. And in that spirit, I invite you to rise in body or spirit to turn and greet your neighbor.
Good morning. I'm Michael Amy Rodriguez Sierra. Across cultures and centuries, the solstice has been a sacred turning point, a moment when people pause to honor the rhythms of the earth and the mystery of light and darkness. From ancient stone circles in Europe to indigenous ceremonies in the Americas, from Scandinavian midsummer celebrations to traditions in African cultures and Asia and beyond, the solstice reminds us that change is constant, that seasons turn, and that life renews itself. It invites us to notice both the abundance of light and the wisdom found in shadow, holding great gratitude for where we have been and hope, dear Goddess, hope for where we are going. For us as Unitarian Universalists, the solstice can be a beautiful symbol of our shared journey. We gather not around a single creed, but around a common reverence for truth, wonder, interconnectedness, nature, beauty. As the sun reaches its turning point, we are reminded that every person carries a spark of light, and that our many paths are woven together in one great community and human story. May we welcome this season with open hearts, honoring the earth that sustains us, the delightful diversity that enriches us, and the enduring luminous light of love that guides us forward.
We will now call in the directions. Calling in the directions is a practice used in spiritual and ritual settings to establish a sacred space, invite elemental energies, and align participants with the divine forces of nature. Today, we will do this as a part of our chalice lighting. As we call in the directions and light our chalice, you are invited to rise in body and spirit as able. Starting in the east. In the spirit of the East, we light this candle to welcome the energies of the East, the element of the air, the spring, the early morning sunrise, birth, new beginnings, and transformation. South. In the spirit of the South, we light this candle to welcome the energies of the South, the element of fire, the time of summer, the heat of midday sun at high noon, time of the mother, and the place of creativity and passion. West. In the spirit of the West, we light this candle to welcome the energies of the West, the element of water, the time of autumn, the sunset at dusk, the place of the wild woman of cleansing and renewal. North. In the spirit of the North, we light this candle to welcome the energies of the North, the element of earth, the time of winter, the midnight darkness, the place of the elders and cronehood, of wisdom and introspection. Now facing the front, we now light our chalice to welcome the energies of the center, above and below, the place of spirit, the creatrix, the great mystery, and the ancestors. In honor of the summer solstice, we recognize the sun gods and goddesses of many names: Amaterasu, Sol, Apollo, Arena, Suni, Inti, Ra, Sol, Lu, Mithra. The circle is cast. You may be seated.
Good morning. Our story today is called The Sun's Longest Day. It was written by our own Michael Amy Sierra. And I would like to thank in advance several of our board members who have gamely agreed to help me tell this story today. Once upon a time, long ago, it was said that the sun grew stronger every day until she reached her highest point in the sky on the summer solstice. On this day, she held a great party for all the creatures of the forest. Raccoon brought cool water from the sparkling stream. Bear offered soft green moss for resting. Owl hooted wisely. Wishing for soft landings for everyone, while Rabbit passed out bright colorful flowers of celebration. The animals played games in the sunshine. Ate delicious treats. Danced joyfully under the warm sky. and soaked up every last drop of light. As the sun finally began its slow, sleepy descent, they gathered together, knowing the warmth of the day would stay in their hearts for the rest of the year. Thank you, board members. That was fantastic. We do have childcare available for our children who are in 4th grade or younger. So if we have any children here like that, you can leave through these doors and your childcare providers will meet you in Freeman Hall.
Nature of Me by Heather McElwain. I am no angel. My feet are caked with dirt, my thoughts like tainted snow. My halo is askew, where my antlers want to grow. That is the nature of me. I am atoms and moon dust and laughter and tears. Sand, mud, and blood, lightning, drought, and fears. I am a force of nature with these freckles and wrinkles and creaks, groans and flaws, and magic, and desires, and teeth and sneers and claws, with my history and perspectives, dogmas and views. I swing from one tree branch into another. Mood. I am a freak of nature. I am no angel, just as nature meant for me. My spirit outlined clearly in impressions that I leave as I step and I dance and I spin and I sprawl, as I write and I sing and I stretch and I fall. I am moss in the earth, part root and part cone, wings and some fur and tendons and bone. Though I know I'm no angel, I make snow white wings to soar my wild mind where nature still sings. That is the nature of me.
Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. 6 months ago, we gathered around candles of hope and release, embracing the darkness and waiting for the light. During the winter solstice, we often explore darkness as a time of incubation, a time of protection and gathering and growth and even longing. And on that shortest day, we release that which we need to let go of in hopes of making space for what is turning within, even if we cannot see it. But now we can. From the shortest day to the longest, now we have a glimpse of where the wheel of this year is leading us. But this light didn't come all at once. Gradually, incrementally, bit by bit, and day by day, dark and light danced around one another, the space between shifting and reshaping. And slowly but surely, nature awakened all around us. The bare limbs of trees were joined with purples and violets and yellows and pinks as the leafy greens emerged. The sky, once a pale blue, has now deepened into richness, and the sun's rays have strengthened to reach us, to warm us, even after the sun goes to bed. Nature sings of transformation all around us, and resilience and promise that this wheel will keep turning. So this morning I want to share a story, and the story is from ancient Japanese legend. Amaterasu was the Shinto sun goddess, and she had a brother, Susanoo. Now, Susanoo was a storm god, and his behavior had become troublesome. Fields were trampled and crops destroyed, villages decimated. And so Amaterasu became devastated and humiliated by her brother, so much so that she decided to hide, retreating into a cave. Now, since she was the sun goddess, her retreat plunged the world into darkness, and this caused even more damage. Nothing would grow or thrive, no beauty could be encountered, and chaos spread throughout the land. It made all the other goddesses and gods really anxious and worried. But instead of forcing her return, instead of berating or shaming or dragging the sun goddess out of the darkness, they came up with another idea and instead gathered outside of her cave. One goddess began to dance, a wild and ecstatic dance. It was funny, it was silly, and it made all the others laugh. And when they started laughing, another one started to sing. And then another joined in the dance. And together, all of the goddesses and gods began to celebrate, loudly, laughing, singing, dancing, ecstatic. And Amaterasu, hearing the wild din, asked herself, what could be causing so much joy in this world full of darkness? Well, her curiosity got the best of her after all, and she just had to take a little bit of a peek. And when she did, quickly, they showed her a mirror. They put it right in front of her face. And Amaterasu saw a light. And so she moved closer, not realizing the source of the light, not realizing where it was coming from. And so she stepped out, chasing that light. Emerging from her cave, the light grew and grew and grew, and only once the world was illuminated with it did she realize it was her own light, reflected right back to her and rebounding on the world around it. And so there was light in the world once more. The summer solstice isn't merely a celebration of light. It's an invitation to let that light in, but we have to be the ones to do it. This season invites us into the practice of abundance, not just what we have and what we don't have, not merely what we can obtain, but a practice of light. Perhaps receiving it like Amaterasu needed to, becoming curious about the joy that abounds even when it has not yet reached us. or perhaps giving it, like her friends outside the cave, who embodied the joy that none of them could yet see, but that they knew was there. They didn't wait on it. They didn't impatiently tap their proverbial foot, waiting on someone else to create the right conditions for the light to return. They showed her that the joy was already there, waiting and ready to be claimed. 6 months ago at the winter solstice, we gathered in that cave of darkness and we hoped. We released, yes, but we didn't know quite what would take its place. Now, in the fullness of summer, we get to ask, what has arrived? Not what remains undone or what's missing or what did or didn't ultimately happen, but what has actually arrived in our lives. What has deepened and sprouted, what has grown, what has appeared and emerged in the time since, what has healed, what beauty has wound its way into our world and into our lives in the midst of it all. And perhaps the most important question, are we willing to let that light in? And just like Amaterasu's emergence, maybe we'll find that that light isn't reflected from some outside source, but rather it comes from our own self, reflected right back to us. So we forget that perfect offering. We let go of who we thought we would be, what we thought ought to have happened in our lives by now, and instead we claim that joy that's already there for us. That joy that's waiting right outside the cave. And we plant more seeds, more hope, more love into this world, sending the light, receiving the light, being the light, and letting that sun shine right on in. Blessed be.
In a few moments during the offering, instead of lighting candles of celebration and remembrance, we will be planting sunflowers. In many traditions, sunflowers symbolize joy, abundance, hope, and good fortune. Like sunflowers, we can be heliotropic, turning toward the light and drawing strength from its warmth and its energy. Today, as we celebrate the summer solstice, we will plant seeds representing our hopes, dreams, intentions, and aspirations. As you plant your seed in the soil, take a moment to reflect on what you would like to manifest, nurture, or bring forth in the coming months. We will take a pot, plant one seed in the pot, and then put it back on the table. After everyone has planted their seeds, we will leave the pots on the table as a visual reminder of the intentions we have planted together in our community and beyond. When you're ready to go home, whether it's right after the service or after the congregational meeting, you are invited to take one of the sunflower pots home with you and plant it in your garden or in a favorite sunny spot as a reminder of the growth and the possibilities that can begin with one single seed. To help things flow a little smoothly, we will use a more structured process today. We will begin with the front rows, and then the ushers will invite each row to come forward, moving from the front to the back. Thank you.
Generosity is at the center of our mission and vision, and it is through generosity that we live our values out loud. What we give allows us to sustain the work of this congregation within and beyond these four walls. When we gather each week, let it be with this very spirit of generosity and gratitude, recognizing the blessing that it carries to the very work, carries the work forward together. This week, our Share the Plate recipient, or this month, is Democracy NC. This North Carolina organization works to strengthen democratic structures, build power among disenfranchised communities, and inspire confidence in a transformed political process that works for all. There are many ways to give to our shared offering. You can text to give at 73256, or you can give directly online. You can also scan the QR code on the screen or give as the basket comes your way. With gratitude for all the ways that we give, for those who pledge to make this ongoing work possible, for those who give in the moments when it counts the most, and for those who give from their hearts, we build this community together. While the offering is collected, you're invited to come forward and plant a seed for what you would like to nurture and bring to fruition. Ushers, you may come forward to receive the offering.
As always, when we gather, we come together with a whole host of joys and concerns on our hearts and in our lives. And in this place, we make space for the fullness of who we are, expanding to hold it all. Wherever we are on this journey, we do not travel alone. This morning, we hold Connie Adams with love as her mother nears the end of her life. And we also send our love to Cindy Busher as she prepares for heart surgery coming up real soon. This morning, we also light our candle of joy and concern for the turning of this season, for all that has unfolded in our lives throughout this year, for the joy and the sorrow, the laughter, the loss, all of it woven together in this beautiful tapestry of life. So won't you now please join me in a moment of silence as I light our candle of joy and concern, and we hold all that is in our hearts, our joys, our celebrations, our sorrows, our losses.
Go ahead and close your eyes if it feels appropriate. Make yourself comfortable and bring your awareness to your breath. Just noticing how you feel. From your belly, take a nice deep inhalation and exhale it out. Spirit of life, source of being, open our hearts and minds to all that's possible in this season of liminality. Stepping into a new season, a new space. Winter is long past. Spring seeds into summer at this coming solstice. See yourself walking into a familiar spot, a favorite spot in nature and beauty. Noticing where you saw the flower bulbs with shoots of green rising from its top. Beneath the crust of earth, seeds and bulbs boldly broke through. Crocus and daffodil dared to pierce the surface, braving to become the next iteration of self, a new bloom, now bountiful blooms like you. On the forsythia and magnolia branches, the petals curl, opening in optimal conditions of light and warmth and rain to their potential for beauty and delight. Where there had been bare branches of maple and oak and elm, they readied themselves for their dashing, wonderful wardrobe for the new season, guided into full glory. You appreciate these as you're watching. And we too were waiting to grow again, like perennial plants and deciduous trees. We don't grow along a singular trajectory from infancy through childhood to the full bloom of adulthood and the wider unfolding of older years. We grow anew, year upon year. You grow anew in seasons and cycles, in the cold and dark of winter, real and metaphorical. We hunker down and seek shelter and stillness and conserve energy. And that is time for new vitality that can germinate. And now it's happened. It's time to flourish fully in this summer sun. What did you plant? What will you plant? For the nonce, the now in this solstice season, we're celebrating the signs of longer light and lasting warmth and those quenching rains that we pray for. Ready to grow and grow again. What do you see for yourself? Facing the light, warming our hearts, healing, heating our hearts. Sitting with our spirit, what new growth was budding into you to now bloom as the sun reigns over you, to adorn the world with the new, the beauty and delight. What is the sun saying to you? What is the sun whispering to you to bloom, to grow, to realize your fullest beautiful potential? Can you hear it singing? It's a song for you. Start to reconnect with your breath. Breathing deeply, coming back into this space, into this community where you are held and loved. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Blessed be. As always, our benedictions come in the form of gratitude for so much that it takes to make every single Sunday happen. Our ushers and greeters, those making coffee, those doing the tech, of course our summer choir, altos and sopranos this morning, and Luna Rising for leading this beautiful service, leading us through this exploration of the solstice. Please remember after the service today to join us back here at 11:30 for the annual congregational meeting. And if you're not staying for the congregational meeting, you can go ahead and take a potted plant. If you are staying for the congregational meeting, just be sure to get it after the meeting is over.
As always, when we gather, we do this with so much fullness. We gather in the midst of so much in our lives, but what a blessing it is and what a joy it is to take stock of all that is our lives, to experience the turning of this will, and to journey this together. So won't you please rise me, no, don't rise me, whatever that means. Rise as you are willing and able, and join me in the closing song, Coming Up With Me.
May our days be blessed, be brighter, be lighter, be longer, be stronger. Let summer come. Let the solstice magical energies warm your heart and bring peace your way, and long may it stay. We release the 4 directions and offer gratitude for their energies, empowering our service this morning. Our service has now ended. Please join me in reciting our chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this flame